You're addicted to instant gratification. We all are. And it's costing you more than you realize. Most people think the solution is simple. Just be more disciplined, resist temptation, force yourself to do the hard thing. But here's what they don't tell you. Willpower isn't the answer. Your brain is literally wired to crave immediate rewards. It's not a character flaw, it's biology. And fighting it with sheer discipline, that's like trying to hold your breath forever. Eventually, you break. But what if I told you there's a completely different approach? One that doesn't require motivation or self-control. One simple mental trick that works with your brain, not against it. And it takes less than 10 minutes to change things. Here's why this matters more than ever. We live in a world engineered for instant gratification. You feel bored, there's an app. Hungry, food arrives in 20 minutes. Want entertainment? Infinite streaming awaits. And every time you choose the easy option, scrolling instead of working, ordering instead of cooking, binge watching instead of building something, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical that says, this is rewarding. But here's the problem researchers have discovered. The more you feed that loop, the harder it becomes to feel satisfied by anything that takes time. Your brain literally rewires itself to expect instant rewards. This isn't just about productivity. It's about your ability to enjoy life itself. Because people who can't delay gratification don't just underachieve. They live in constant cycles of regret, always chasing the next quick fix, never building anything that lasts. That feeling, it compounds every day. So what's the real problem? Everyone thinks it's lack of willpower. They tell you to be more disciplined, set bigger goals, push through. But here's what they're missing. Willpower is finite. It runs out. And you're trying to white-knuckle your way through an infinite game. That's why traditional advice fails. You can resist temptation for a day, maybe a week, but eventually, you crack because you're fighting the wrong battle. Here's the truth most people never realize. The reason you reach for instant gratification isn't because you're weak. It's because your brain is trying to escape discomfort in the present moment. Think about it. When do you grab your phone? When work feels hard. When do you order takeout? When cooking feels like too much effort. The trigger isn't the temptation itself. It's the uncomfortable feeling you're trying to avoid. And this creates a vicious cycle. You feel uncomfortable, so you seek instant relief. Then you feel guilty about wasting time. That guilt creates more discomfort, which makes you seek more relief. Round and round. The problem isn't that you lack discipline. The problem is you're trying to solve an emotional issue with a logical solution. And that never works. So here's the trick. It's called the 10-minute flip. And it's ridiculously simple. Instead of resisting the urge for instant gratification, you acknowledge it. You make a deal with yourself. You can have the reward, but only after you do 10 minutes of the thing you've been avoiding. That's it. You're not denying yourself anything. You're just reordering. And this changes everything. Because suddenly, the hard thing isn't the obstacle anymore. It's the gateway to what you want. Want to scroll Instagram? Totally fine. But first, write for 10 minutes. Then scroll guilt-free. Want to watch Netflix? Go ahead. But first, work out for 10 minutes. Then binge without the guilt. Here's why this works on a neurological level. Those 10 minutes break the spell. Once you actually start the task, something shifts. The discomfort you were trying to avoid, it fades. Momentum starts to build. And the urge for instant gratification either weakens or disappears entirely. Most of the time, you'll keep going past 10 minutes because you're already in motion. But even if you don't, even if you stop and take the reward, you still win. Because you did something meaningful. Compare this to willpower-based approaches. Those create internal conflict. They drain your mental energy. You're fighting yourself. The 10-minute flip doesn't fight your brain. It works with your brain's wiring. And that's why it actually sticks. Provide a clear, step-by-step process viewers can use immediately. Step 1. Identify your most common instant gratification triggers: social media, snacking, YouTube, online shopping. Step 2. Pair each trigger with a 10-minute unlock task, something you've been procrastinating on. Step 3. When the urge hits, say out loud, I can have this. But first I do 10 minutes of task. Step 4. Set a timer and commit to just those 10 minutes. No pressure to continue after. Include a mindset reframe. This isn't about discipline or guilt. It's about training your brain to associate good actions with rewards instead of deprivation. Share a power insight. Over time, your brain starts to crave the meaningful work because it learns that's the path to satisfaction. The instant gratification loses its grip because you've rewired the reward pathway. And with momentum, This one shift can transform how you show up every single day. Close with an emotional challenge and a practical next step. Invite viewers to try the 10-minute flip just once today. Pick one urge and one task, and see what happens. Frame it as an experiment, not a commitment. Build urgency. Your future self is built in these small moments of choice. This is one of them. Encourage viewers to subscribe for more psychological tools that actually work in real life. End with a memorable line that reinforces the core message. You don't need more willpower. You just need a better deal with your brain.